We're going to go in for the main don here and hopefully get this deal done. Again, the jeopardy of not knowing, we can potentially underpay and they just walk out, or we potentially pull off like a Harry Maguire, bro, and we get robbed. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know. Marcel, faith in you to get this deal done. Okay? Okay. Football. Why do we love it? It's the question as we go into our second full season, our second pre-season here at AS Roma. Welcome to the AS Roma FIFA 23 career mode. If you're new here, stick around because this is a career mode unlike one you have seen before. And the players are about to endure another grueling Marcel Koppensaviç pre-season, bro, where they're going to be running every day, all day, 24/7. It's not going to be fun for them, but it will pay off. Yeah. Here is Sergio Ramos, of course, a player we signed on a pre-contract, checking in for pre-season, having his medical there, his first day at the club. Good signing for us. Excited to see him in action as well. Of course, pre-season tournaments here. We're going to be choosing which one to take part in. That first one is looking kind of tasty, bro, with Real Madrid in there because we, of course, faced them in the Super Cup. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. Today's video is going to be a bit different because I've already recorded it and I'm just going to be explaining why certain things happen, the rules we have for preseason and for the transfer window here, and just kind of explaining what you're seeing on screen. Now there we have set the training regimen to only rest. Why? Because the players deserve a bit of a rest after a very long season, so they're going to have the little holiday here. You can relax up until the first game of preseason, then we're going to be changing that to only training. Now notifications here for players that have left. Of course, the transfer window has opened. Quite a few players have left for free. The likes of Smalling, Matic, Al Sharawi, all these dons, we didn't extend their contracts, so they have gone. Temi Abraham there, we will definitely be rejecting that a bit from Atleti because, bro, it does not make sense for us to sell to them. They're not like a significantly bigger club. They're not in a significantly bigger position, and we beat them on the road to us winning the Europa League. So that makes sense. You saw the transfer list of players that we're looking to sell. All 4 of those players are players that were out on loan that have just returned and are definitely not in my plans. And it's 4 because we have a limit of selling a maximum of 4 players. We also have a limit of buying a maximum of 4 players. But this is excluding players we kind of are forced to sell and thus have to replace. By that I mean, for example, if one of the biggest clubs in the world or a club that is in a significantly better position to us comes in for one of our players, even if it's a star player, bro, like a Real Madrid, like a Barcelona, I'd argue like a Juventus, but yeah, maybe even a Juventus, bro. If they come in for one of our star players who has not recently signed a contract, we're gonna have to sell them because that's just what happens in the real world. So unless that happens, we'll be making more transfers. But other than that, nah, we just limit it to a maximum of 4 offers here for the players we have transfer listed. So we'll be looking to raise some funds. Not that we really need them because I checked our budget. It's probably like 160, 170 million. I'm not going to be using all of that. Bro, I'm not even going to be using half of that if I'm honest, because it's just going to make things too easy, you know? So we're not going to be doing that. We're currently just going through pre-season here. We have an offer for this guy, Gonzalo Villa. We've actually agreed a deal with him, also agreed a deal with Brighton for Perez. So we'll be accepting those and they will be looking to be on their way out. We have our targets, we have ideas, and I'll be showing you what I want to be doing transfer-wise as well this season. You see there, our first pre-season game is going to be against Manchester City. Looks like we won't be facing Real Madrid, unfortunately. But it is what it is, it's fine. An offer for Justin Kluivert, a decent player. But you know, our system does not involve wingers, bro. I'm not too sure how much we can get for this guy. But the formation we play, there's just no room for wingers. And even if you're a very good winger, unfortunately, bro, it's just not going to work. So we'll just sell him, try to make as much money as possible for him. Again, Atleti coming in this time for Mancini. Again, just straight up rejected. We will not be selling Gianluca Mancini, especially after losing Smalling and Matic, losing so many centre-backs. It makes no sense for us to do that. Just going to keep going through here towards that Manchester City game. We're a bit patient, not rushing into making our transfers, just trying to get the players we don't really want out first, and then we'll get into the business of the incomings. We do have a short list and we'll show that to you shortly. We have agreed a deal here for Kluivert to Leicester City. So we'll definitely be accepting that. 27 million, it's a very good deal for a player we won't be using at all. It's not in our plans at all. So that's a pretty decent deal there. Now on to our first game in a pre-season. We're facing Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. The difficulty for now is on legendary, but we will be definitely upping that towards the beginning of the season. Our first competitive game of the season, I believe, is actually against Real Madrid. So we'll be upping the difficulty, we'll be updating the sliders, and I will show them to you before that first game. But for now, that's the team we're going with for the first game here in pre-season. Going to be playing the highlights. The boys are still coming back. They absolutely have no sharpness. They have been off the whole time, really. So preseason is really going to be important to get that sharpness up, to get the boys gelling again, to get the new boys, or well, at the moment it's only the new boy, Ramos, gelling with his new teammates. But for now, the team is not really going to be that different, and that's what I want to keep. I want to keep it consistent. Hopefully, none of our star players get big offers and we're forced to sell them. But we're not going to be making many changes, especially to the first team. 1 or 2. But we want to keep the core of the team the same. A team that had a pretty successful season, you know, so there's not really much reason to change too much about the team. So that's the goal, at least, or that's the plan. But the transfer window is always unpredictable and you'll never know what will happen. So we'll see how we get on there. We're about an hour into the game and it's kind of a boring game, to be honest, bro. Not much happening against Manchester City here. It's actually good for us to be coming into preseason against these top sides because, again, Champions League football, we're probably going to be facing teams in and around this level, bro. So it's a good test for the boys. Hell of a long ball over there, and Haaland is in behind our defense, and he chose to go back there, which was an interesting decision, and Patricio ended up making the save. Into the final 10 minutes, still 0-0 with Ziyech on the corner. Whipped in and nothing will happen there. And, well, there's actually one more chance here for Manchester City on the counter-attack. Long ball again, over the top. Haaland, it's ridiculous how easy he just got through our whole defense there. But it is what it is, bro. It doesn't really matter. The performances for me don't really matter during preseason. The results don't really matter for me. It's just about getting the sharpness up, like I said, and getting the players as fit as possible for the beginning of the season. We'll be going into our second preseason game. All sorts of rotations, all sorts of changes. Ramos comes in for his first game for us. Svilla in goal. Yeah, just a rotated team, and we'll actually quick sim this against Elche and see how we do. It's actually a 1-1. Cristante getting a red card. Okay, a bit excessive, mate. Calm down. Fratesi got the goal for us, and not many changes. Interesting there. Actually notified not to forget to make subs. I mean, bloody hell, mate, make subs. It's pre-season, for fuck's sake. And who's that? The other player, forgot his name, just got sold to Leicester. Kluivert got sold to Leicester. Last game will be against Leeds United. And we have offers for Kumbula and Zaniolo. Now, you see the Zaniolo one, bro. It's very key to point out that this guy literally just signed a new contract with us. Because if he had not, we probably would have had to accept that deal from Inter because he was going into his final year. But like we said, a new contract, he won't be going anywhere. Now, our shortlist, we're looking for a centre-back. Yes, we have signed Sergio Ramos, but he's not going to be a mainstay in our defense. He's not the best Sergio Ramos. He's not the best version of himself. This is the shortlist we're going to be looking for players who can come in there. And I have a combination of right-footed and left-footed centre-backs. I ideally want a left-footed centre-back, and Benoit Badiashile for me is the main priority. Of course, you have to have backup options in case this one does not work, but you can see his stats, bro. He is a monster in the air. He is very physical. He is also very, very good on the ball. Also has the long passing trait. He is left-footed, composed, very young, and is a future signing as well. The problem, however, is I have no idea how much he's gonna cost. And there is a reason why I did not fully scout him or the other players. It's because we want to have that jeopardy of not knowing how much to offer, bro. You know, we do know Zubeldia has a 38 million euro release clause, which is good. Joachim Anderson is another option, especially because Crystal Palace just got relegated. But we're going to go in for our main option here. Edmond Tapsoba is the only guy that has been fully scouted. Not Naibi, he was automatically fully scouted. So, you know, it's a good thing. But We're going to go in for the main don here and hopefully get this deal done. Again, the jeopardy of not knowing, we can potentially underpay and they just walk out. Or we potentially pull off like a Harry Maguire, bro, and we get robbed. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know. Marcel, faith in you to get this deal done. Okay? Okay. Absolutely no idea. So gonna, I don't know, 20, 25, 30? I don't know, bro. Like, he's a decently rated French centre-back. Still very young. Gonna offer 30 million. And they're gonna accept off the blocks. I think it's pretty safe to say we may have overpaid. Not too sure. 30 million is not a crazy amount of money, but they took the money and ran there. But it's fine. He's going to be important for us. He's not going to be crucial. He's not going to be the mainstay in our defense. And really, we don't have a defender. I guess maybe Ibanez is the mainstay in our defense. The others are kind of going to rotate depending on the game, depending on what we need from our defenders. But this guy's going to be a very good option, a good player technically, left-footed, physical. Not the quickest, but in a back three, that's not the biggest of problems there. A 5-year contract, of course, only 22 years old. So he'll be coming in and we're going to offer him 45k. I don't have no idea how much he's on, and we'll offer him 300k as a signing on bonus, and he will take that. And that is our first signing. For me, this is a big signing. 30 million, bro. That's a massive investment, and Benoit Badiashile will come in as our marquee centre-back signing. We did say we're going to make a marquee centre-back signing, and there he is right there, bro. There he is. We'll be taking the number 6 shirt, posing there with Marcel. Now for the rating. How are they going to rate this signing? 30 million, and his overall is 80? Okay, okay. They're classifying him as a squad player, which he's not really going to be a squad player. His value was 25.5. We paid 30, but they were asking for 26. We slightly overpaid. It's not too much. It's not too bad, bro. I guess we overpaid by like, what, 4 million? It's not that bad. And I believe that if you want a player bad enough, you have to, you know, pay the going rate. You know, it could have been worse, because there was a point where I was thinking of maybe offering like 50 million. That would have been terrible, but it's fine. He'll actually come in for this game against Leeds United. We're going to play him, of course, on that left-hand side, of course, being left-footed. But with that passing, bro, he can really play on the center as well. But he'll come in on the left alongside Ramos and Ibanez. That's going to be an interesting back three to play there. Of course, Pellegrini coming back in, finally back from injury, will be involved again for the first time in pre-season and will be the captain. We'll be going through the highlights, which start off with a penalty to Leeds United. So, not the best starts from us here. And Patricio is sent the wrong way, and Patrick Bamford gives Leeds the lead. Not great, not great. We have not won a game in a pre-season. Again, I will say the results don't really matter, but yeah, it would be pretty disappointing for us to go through the entirety of pre-season without a victory, like none at all. Would be weird. And not really many goals as well. Have we even scored? Oh yeah, we scored in the sim game, which was a 1-1, but does that really count? I don't know. But here's Spinazzola with the ball here to Pellegrini. Pellegrini finding the overlapping run of Zaniolo, who not too sure what he was going for, and the header there is just wide. Crossing opportunity for Roma, 29th minute. The ball is out wide. I want to say that's Vinya inside there towards Abraham, who has his shot saved, and we have another crossing opportunity just merely 2 minutes later. This time down the right-hand side of our attack with Spinazzola. In the middle there to Camara, Dybala, Abraham. Delaying play, holding it up. Abraham, and the space is opened up there for Paulo Dybala, just running in there. Abraham occupying the defenders. And we've seen that goal multiple times where our attacking midfielder just finds himself in space because our other attackers are just preoccupying the defenders. And we get a goal. Paulo Dybala, and now a chance here for Tammy Abraham, who just brings it down, finds space, and will take it. But it's saved. That's full time. So literally nothing happened in the entire second half, according to the highlights. Interesting. Our second target, Konstantinos Tsimikas, Liverpool left back. Now let me explain the logic behind this signing. Of course, he plays for a bigger club. He plays for Liverpool. However, he is not their first choice left back, bro. We all know Andrew Robertson is the main guy at left back for Liverpool. We are a Champions League club, bro, and we're coming to this guy offering him to be our first choice left wing back. He has high attacking work rate, high defensive work rate. That's very good. You saw his stats there. He is very good at crossing as well. He is quick, he's agile, all these things. Again, I'm not entirely sure of how much they would maybe want for him and his overall, but I don't think it's going to be that much, bro. We're going to start off with offering 15 million. I can't remember how much Liverpool actually paid to sign him from Olympiacos. They're interested in Kumbula, will not be giving away. Bro, everybody wants our top prospect, bro. This guy is the Don, the future at centre-back for us. He's not going anywhere. We're going to offer 15 million again. It looks like it can be done here, and they're looking for 18. Okay. 18 million, we're going to go, let's go 16. Yeah, drop 16 and let's shake hands. Yeah, 2 German Dons, yeah. Let's talk man to man, German to German. Yeah, what are we doing? Okay, there we go. 16 million agreed deal for Kostas Tsimikas. A bit of a left field one, not your conventional ideal left wing back signing or left back signing, you know. I'm slightly, okay, why is he asking for rotation? Bro, you're going to be the Don. You're going to be our guy. Yeah, believe in yourself, mate. You're important. Come on, show some ambition. Kostas Tsimikas will be an important player, and the thinking here is Venya is the only left-footed wing back we have. So we do want another option there because if Venya isn't playing, we have to play a right footer there, and that changes the dynamic of the team with the constant cutting in and stuff, especially with manual crossing and all the pass error sliders. That's quite difficult to say. So having a left-footed guy who is very good at crossing, who has that early crossing trait will be very useful. So that's the thinking here. We're going to offer him 65k. Well, he's on quite higher wage than I would have anticipated, but it is expected coming from a Premier League side. But it's fine, bro. Have that signing on bonus. It's fine. 65k. Kostas Tsimikas comes in, and we're going to find out the rating of this transfer and his overall rating after he has put pen to paper. Let's see. Transfer deal confirmed there for 16 million euros. Not a lot of money. And his rating is 78. It's not bad. I actually thought it probably would have been a bit higher, but it's not bad. It's not bad. His value is 15.5. We paid 16 and they were asking for 18.4. So we paid less than what they were asking for. I'm not too sure why we got an F for that. It's pretty fucking ridiculous if you ask me. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You saw there the training regimen. Now it's down to only training, which means we are training every single day, and we're going to be rotating between the 2 team sheets for training. We have another offer here again from Atleti. Bro, they just want all of our players. I'm not too sure why. Like, lads, it's not happening. You're not those guys, bro. You're not those guys. Yeah, if it was the other side from Madrid, we'd talk. Yeah, but nah, no way, no way. And we are facing the other side from Madrid in the Super Cup. Coming up next, so prepare yourselves. We actually have a youth report here from Italy, I should say. And I have to be honest, it's not been good, bro. We've been scouting Italy and Germany mainly. Well, Italy because we're an Italian club, and Germany because Marcel is German, you know. Throughout the whole of last season, and we're actually going to be showing the players we have actually promoted to the senior team. We have Nicolas De Luca, who is a right midfielder and can also play as an attacking midfielder. There are his stats. He has high attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and there are his stats. Again, I will reiterate to those who don't know, we do not change players' weak foot or skill moves or work rates unless they've come from the academy. So we have had to work on these Don's work rate in the academy, but the weak foot and skill moves are as they were, as we found them. We also have this guy, Kaiser, who is a left-footed defensive midfielder who can play at centre-back. He's a very versatile player. We also have Simon, who's also German, 18-year-old right back. He has also been promoted. And we have Angelo Bruno, another Italian, this time an attacking midfielder, 18 years old. Looks pretty promising. And we have Massimo Costa, who I believe we were developing to be a winger. Yeah, we actually were. So he has just completed his development plan there. So he will be a winger, which we will actually try to loan out because, again, we don't have wingers, bro. So we have promoted him, hopefully get a loan move for him to go out and play a few games, and maybe he'll come back at a later stage and see where we can fit him in our system. We have another short list here of free agents. We've been looking through the free agents. Again, I only limit myself to one free agent signing. So we have this guy, Edgar Leroy, who's a French striker who looks very, very promising, bro. This would be a future investment signing. Looks very good, only 18 years old, has a 5-star weak foot and high attacking work rate. Very, very good. Then we have Roman Drake as well, English 6'3", absolute unit of a midfielder who's also very, very good technically, bro. Very tempted to sign him. And we have a very different signing here with Benjamin Andre, very experienced defensive midfielder who we would look to bring in as potential backup for Cristante, but we'll not be doing that. We're actually going to go down the youth route. And I can't lie, it was very difficult for me to decide between Drake and Leroy. But we are going to opt for Edgar Leroy. We're going to try to sign him for free here. Ideally, I'd like to sign both, but again, I'm only limit myself to one free agent signing per transfer window. So we'll bring him in. He'll be a prospect. He's not really going to be playing. This is a future signing. So again, for a long-term career mode like I'm planning for now, maybe this guy in the next 5 seasons will be the main Don, yeah, leading the line for us. Who knows? Who knows? But he'll be signing a long-term contract and he'll be looking for 12K. Well, you're ambitious, mate. But it's fine. It's fine, yeah. Have your 12K a week. No signing on bonus, though. And there it is. Edgar Leroy. Promising attacking, well, a striker, I should say. A promising striker. 2-footed Dons, yeah, signs for us, and we'll immediately be adding him to the loan list. Another player we'll be signing and looking to immediately loan out. Again, a future investment. Now we are on game day. We will be facing Real Madrid, and now we'll change the training schedule to intermittent training because now we are amongst the season, in the middle of the season. We're about to start the season. We have another offer here. Maros Kumbula, I don't know who lied to these Dons and said he's available, bro. I have no idea. Andrea Bellotti from West Ham is one to think about, but it's West Ham, so we can just brush West Ham aside. If it was a bigger club, we would have considered that. Now I think it's time for us to sign our second scout. We've been using one scout throughout. Again, I don't want to overpower the youth academy thing where we just have constant players coming through the academy. We're going to sign a second scout. We're going to stick with Jacopo Parasis for now, though. I'm going to be sending him out to Italy. Once again, he is Italian, of course, and we are an Italian club, and we'll be looking for attackers. Let's see what he can bring us. Now, the second scout, Ibai Avila, we're going to leave that down to you. Where do we send him? We'll be sending him out in the next episode, so do let me know in the comments where we should send him, which country, and what exactly he should be looking for. We're going through our transfer history here, just to give you a bit of a roundup of what we have done. We have managed to sell all 4 of those players who we transfer listed, and we have brought in about 50 million or so for them. Very good business there. 50 million brought in for players that we weren't really going to use. It's very good business, and we have only bought 2 players so far. We've brought Semikas and brought in Badiashile to strengthen up our team. And that's about it. I'm not really thinking of making too many more signings. I'm going to show you an instruction here, which I'll be looking for in game, but I'll also ask for your suggestions because, again, I'm going to leave this signing down to you. I'm looking for a defensive midfielder who's a prospect, like a prospect of a defensive midfielder who will come in and be like an understudy to Cristante, because as it is right now, still, we only have one defensive midfielder. And I was thinking of either signing a very young defensive midfielder or an older defensive midfielder who will just be backup. But I think I'm going to go down the youth route. So let me know who you suggest we should sign as a youth or a prospect of a defensive midfielder in that position. And of course, up next, we have the Supercopa against Real Madrid, winners of the Champions League, winners of the Europa League collide, and that will be coming up in the next episode. Now, let me know your thoughts on today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the transfer business. And again, 2 requests from me. Where do we send our youth scout? What do we look for? And who is that defensive midfielder we're going to sign? I'm not going to be making that signing. You guys are going to be making that signing for me. So let me know in the comments, and we'll definitely discuss that. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it, and please subscribe not to miss any future videos. I'm extremely excited about this season. We're back in the Champions League and we're facing Real Madrid next. So subscribe not to miss that. I've been Kuji Crusher. I'll see you guys next time.